What's up, YouTube? Hey, I was want to go live 3:30 my time, but this laptop has got me going 4:30 live y'all's time. So I don't know whose y'all's time and this thing's got me linked up with, but dude, it sucks. But let me see real quick. Two chairs. Let me turn the volume down on this thing because I got people messaging me, asking questions. So I'm gonna try to do this the best way I can. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about some leopard gecko techniques that I've come up with, cleaning the racks, cleaning the geckos. A lot of times, like I've done, had a bunch of people ask me questions on like, "Hey, what do you do with your when they shed, sticking sheds?" What I do is I'll put like a little hide in there and like 5 or 6 wet napkins. Okay, and I keep it soaking wet. That way, when they get in there, they'll just moisten that shed. It usually comes right off. Most of my leopard geckos, once they start with their head, they'll push up against the side. The whole piece will come off. And if it doesn't, the best thing you could do is just take a container about this much warm water in it. No lid. You ain't got to worry about them getting out. And just ease them into that warm water and let them sit there. All they doing is soaking just for a little bit, and then it's easier for that shed to come off. Like on my adults, their sheds, I could just take and hold them in my hand, and I'll just sit there and rub it easy, And most time they'll go, and I'll just hold on to it, and it'll just pull right off, no problem. And if I do find one every once in a while that starts sticking, I'll soak them in some water, and then when I get them out and mess with them, I'll usually just rub the back of their tail, and it'll just come off. Sometimes it look like a little slime come off. Um, Everybody's been asking me about the baby leopard geckos. Most of my baby leopard geckos right now that's hatching, I usually let them shed the first time. Soon as they shed, as soon as they shed, they eat that shed. Okay, a lot of people ask me about that. They're gonna eat their shed, and as soon as they eat their shed, I'll introduce 3 or 4 small superworms, or I'll do like peeing crickets. And usually the baby leopard geckos, I mean, they eat them so fast. Little tail goes shaking, and it's got their attention. It's over then. Um, but the racks, I was gonna see how do y'all do y'all's racks. We just build our racks from Lowe's. We'll just go get our 2x4s and stuff like that, and then sometimes we use a 1/2 inch. I was using melamine board, but dude, I hate melamine board. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The melamine board, like I do a lot of cleaning, so I'm steadily cleaning my racks. But if you ever let any moisture get in between that melamine board and the melamine itself, it will swell up, and it just, dude, I'll chunk that whole thing out in the yard. It's not worth it to me. I had snake racks that was built out of big melamine boards. Spent a lot of money on that thing, dude, because of the moisture it gets in the containers, because of the heat tape that we was using. Man, I probably had them for about, I don't know, I might have had that snake rack a good year, maybe a year and a half. And we had a lot of ball pythons then. We had pieds, albinos, spiders, pins. I mean, dude, we had all kinds. And the containers were swelling up. It was hard to push them in and out. So I'm not going to have a problem with that no more. Never. I'll go and get 2x4s. I'll get, if it's going to be a long rack, I'll tell you how to do a short rack. I get 4 2x4s. I'll take them 2x4s and I'll sit them on the floor, 2 on the side and 2 on the side of me. And then I'll take that rack, just say like a 6-quart Rubbermaid container, okay, can house 1 leopard gecko or 1 baby leopard gecko. I'll take that. That's probably like, I can't remember the exact measurements on it. Maybe it's 14. So I'll cut the board 14 inches wide, and then it's by 4 foot. Okay, get them ripping out a whole piece of 4 foot. Well, what I'll do is I'll take that 4 foot piece and I'll sit it down on the floor. I'll take that 2x4, I'll turn it long ways like this. Not like this, I'll turn it long ways like that. I'll stick it on the corner and I'll take pin screws. Thin screws, you want it to go all the way through the 2x4 and at least this far. Do a 1/2 inch into the board. Sit it flat, use your level on the side of the leg, make sure everything's level, and run your 2 screws. That's the 2x4. Run your 2 screws, one here and one here. All right, that board's straight. come up on the other side, all the way against that plywood, do the same thing. So both your legs are standing straight up. And then you want either a 4-foot rack or a 6-foot rack. So if you got 4-foot rack, the legs will be 4 foot. Run your screws into the side of it on both sides. So you'll have 4 legs up. And then you got that one that's going to be a top. That's going to be your top. Now I take my Rubbermaid containers and I'll sit them like this right here. And I'll space them 3/4 of an inch apart. Okay, because I want to have just enough room. So I'll take them Rubbermaid containers and I'll turn them upside down. I wish I could show y'all. But I'll turn them Rubbermaid containers upside down. I'll space them 3/4 inch apart all the way down. So sometimes I get like 7 on a rack. The next board that's cut, I'll take it and lay it down all the way and push it all the way down on top of them. And I'll take mine and I'll move my Rubbermaid containers. I'll pull them in and out. Where you know it's smooth. You ain't got to put a CD or any kind of spacer in there that they use. I don't do that. I'll just take and I'll adjust my board because it's tight. I'll adjust my board to where it needs to be. And then y'all hear my cat. I'll adjust my board to where it needs to be. And I'll run 2 screws in this leg, 2 screws in this leg, all the way around. Once that's done, I'll slide the containers out, make sure everything's good. Leave them 7 in there. If you like me, you buy a bunch of them. And I'll pick me up another 7 and do the same thing at the top. After all the racks is done, you got all the Rubbermaid containers across there. And your last rack is done. I'll take and get somebody to help me stand it up, so I won't hurt myself. Stand the racks up, push it up against the wall, and make sure every one of the Rubbermaid containers come out. Okay, you want to be able to slide. You don't want to have to fight it. And then once the Rubbermaid containers is out, that's it. The only thing I do in my containers is I use when I first got started, I was using shopper paper. I'll take and cut a container, one piece of paper to the size of the container, and I'll take and cut hundreds of them. Now what I do is I buy a rolled paper, or I may go buy a copy paper, just solid white copy paper. Take and cut your first one to the 6-quart container. Once you get your first one cut, that's it. That's your go by. I'll take a copy paper and I'll stack like 20, and I'll mark that first one off. And I got a cutter. It's not out here now. I got one of them old school cutters that you pull down and I'll cut. I'm sitting there. I'll cut the whole copy paper. Every one of them. That way, when I come out and do my spot testing, I'll come out and I'll pull the racks out. I'll pull the top 7 out, and okay, got some questions right here. Anyway, I'll pull the racks out, and I'll have me 7 up here clean, 7 brand new ones ready to go. What I'll do is I'll take that paper and then put each one of the papers all the way down the 7, so it's good. I got 7 brand new clean water bowls. I'll put them in there already full of water, so all 7 containers on top up here is ready to go in. So all I got to do is get my little leopard gecko. I reach in the container. I'll put him up here. I'll pull the bag container out that's dirty. I'll put the new one in. Once I'll push it all the way to the back till it hits. Well, he's good. He's good to go. So I got this dirty rack. I'll just sit it in the floor. I'll go all the way down my rack just like that. Once I get the top 7 done, I'll put 7 new ones up at the top. They're new water bowls, and I'll do the same thing. I don't put the food bowl in to last. That's just the way I do mine. After everything is done, and I got all the water bowls, everything's clean. They're in brand new containers, pretty much. What I'll do is I'll take the round the bug escape. The roaches or crickets. Whatever crickets jump out. The little roaches or the super worms, they can't get out of it, or mealworms, whatever you feed. I'll take I use the 3-inch ones for the smaller stuff. I'll take and pour calcium in it, put a super worm, and just cup my hand, and I'll shake them up real good. I put like 10 super worms in there, and I'll just shut it. And then the next day, which I feed, I'm just like this. If they're going to eat it, I'm going to feed them. I'll let them eat as much as they want. So, especially breeding season. Right now, the males, they will hardly eat anything. So, because they ain't got but one thing on their mind, and that's not eating. I promise you that. So, but how long have you been doing leopard geckos? Hayden Glass, what's up, man? I've been probably doing leopard geckos for about 10 years. So, and like I said, I love it. What's your daddy doing, Hayden? I know he ain't at work today because it's storming. But yeah, like I said, I love it. I love doing geckos. So, and ever since I was doing geckos, when I first got into it, my plan wasn't to breed leopard geckos. I had bought from Justin from Sour Lake, Texas. I think me and him's pretty good friends right now. I buy a lot of stuff from him. So I bought me one male leopard gecko and 4 females, just in case I did want to get into it. Well, at the time, I ain't have no rack. So what I did is I had one of them in like a 40 long, I think, aquarium. And I wasn't, I didn't really know how to do everything. So I did like the play sand at the time. I ain't know they could get compact. I ain't never had none get compact, but I put play sand in there, and I had them all in there, and I had a container so they can get in there and get wet from the moisture napkins. Well, next thing I know, I had one of the females digging in the corner, and then I was like, "What? She's having eggs." So, and then from that point on, I was hooked. I couldn't stop. So he's working today. He is good, doing good. All right, I got y'all. But but yeah, like I said, once I got involved in it, and I'm hooked, man. I love leopard geckos. They're easy to take care of, and they have lots of babies. Lots of babies. My females, once they get cycled, I say once the first 5 start having eggs, and then they get in like a little cycle, and then it'll be 2 eggs every 14 days. 2 eggs every 14 days. I have some have a pretty good bit of eggs, and then some of my starters, like they may have 5 sets of eggs. It don't matter. You look at it, it's still 10 eggs, dude. So it don't take long. You'll fill up an incubator and be looking for another incubator, and then somebody asked me, how do I do my female leopard geckos? Now, let me tell you how I do this. At the beginning of breeding season, okay, you got to listen to me carefully. At the beginning of breeding season, like on some of my white and yellow tangerine or my Max Snow Eclipse, galaxies, something I know I want females from. You got to know you want females from them. I'll take and turn my temperature, because leopard geckos are temperature sexed. I'll turn my temperature between 78 to 81, 82. All right. I'll keep them eggs. As soon as they go in the incubator, I'll keep them for 3 weeks at that temperature. Okay. When that temperature has been 3 weeks with the eggs that I want, pretty much female sexed, I'll take and bump that temperature up between 86 and 80, between 86 and 88, maybe. And then the rest of the time, that's my females in there. That's what they'll go at. So when they hatch, when I do that, I've never had a male come out of that temperature sex. It's always been females. Now, if I want to have males and females, you can do between, say, 85 to 87. I don't think I would hit 88. Do 85 to 87, okay? And then keep that temperature. As soon as they go in the incubator, keep that temperature between 85 and 87. Well, what happens is that they go the whole term with the temperature being 85 and 87. Once that is done, you're going to get a mixture. You'll have some males and some females. Now, year before last, I did that, and I just threw them all. I threw a bunch of them in there, and then I was having more males at that temperature. And that's why I like doing the 78 to 81. And then after the 3 weeks of that, then bump it up to 87 to 88. Do that. And then on your males, if you know you want males, you got a gecko rack that's, you want males, do 88 to 91 temperature. It's going to be all males. Guarantee you. It's going to be, I never had a female come out that high. But once you have that done, it's pretty simple. Let me see if I can show y'all some pictures real quick. Let me make sure I can do this. Let's see how this thing's. Let me see real quick. I had some pictures right here I was going to show everybody if I can figure out how to get this right here. Let me see. Where is it at? I might not be able to do it. I had a bunch of pictures I was going to show y'all. I just don't know where my chat thing's at. I may be able to pop them up here on the phone real quick. But yeah, a lot of okay. Oh, here's all the questions right here. People's asking. I'm trying to get this thing popped up quick. I got a bunch of pictures I was wanting to show y'all of some racks, but I might not be able to show you right now. Guess not. I'm still getting used to this online thing right here. It'd be better if I had my picture importer, so I could just start posting up pictures. But they don't give me that option right here, so that sucks. Anyway, I'll post up some more pictures for y'all. But I got some tangerine white and yellow stuff that I've been breeding. Somebody asked me when they start off with the line breeding the tangerine, for the brightest orange. They asked, got a lot of questions coming in. They asked what was the best way to do the tangerines. Well, like I said, I bought my first stuff from Justin out of Sour Lake, Texas. Just find you a breeder that has some super bright orange stuff. And then or a lot of more orange on the keratin on the tail. And then once you find a nice orange that you want, that's tangerine, buy that. If it's a female, buy the female. And then find you a male out of your rack that's got super bright orange. Once you get that super bright orange, breed them together. All right, those babies that is super bright, the ones that you want to be the brightest, keep them, hold them as your holdback. The ones that ain't, let them go. Sell them or use them at a small breeding project, but keep your brightest ones that you can find. And then that's how you start getting your line breed of your tangerine. I promise you. Maybe not the second year you doing this, but by the third year, if you breeding the brightest and orangest and hottest stuff, I promise you, it's going to pay off. You're going to throw some, it's going to have a lot, I'm talking better than 15% keratin on the tail. And then once you start doing that, that's going to be your own little lineage. You'll have your own little thing. And then like your bold, I got some bold tangerine stuff that I've been working on. But I love white and yellow. I love white and yellow stuff. Some people want me to get into the Enigma, but I don't like the Enigma syndrome. I love the leopard geckos that's got the Enigma in them, but I just don't want to get the babies, man, that be stargazing and flipping upside down and everything else like that. Now I like I said, I breed white and yellow stuff together, and white yellow has got a white and yellow syndrome. Okay, some people say that's not there. It's not true. Let me tell you, I have bred a tangerine to a white and yellow. Okay, that I know this done happened several times, and I stopped breeding this pair together. But the tangerine and white and yellow, they bred. The first two eggs, beautiful. I'm talking, they was awesome. Whiten up the orange. I mean, back of the neck, it looked beautiful. But the next set of eggs, it come out. It looked like a white and yellow. It was a white and yellow. It was dominant for white and yellow, but it was just stargated. I mean, it couldn't really even walk. It would just throw his head upside down, and it was like I had bred Enigma into my stuff. But I really like the guy looking for my tea. I'm sorry. I really like the guy out of breeding the white and yellows because of that. But I like everything else, you got to know what you can do and what you can't do. So I just started picking up some different white and yellow stuff and started breeding it together. And I like it, but like I say, you will find a couple of them that's going to be like that. It's just breeding, I'm telling you. And a lot of people do different things with the ones that don't make it. I got some friends that breed too, and then if they have babies that ain't gonna make it, they 100% gonna die. They got scorpions, they feed them to. Like I say, it's just the way of things. It's the way you do things. But that's a different topic. You can do what you want with yours. I know what I do with mine, and but like I said, today pretty much I was going to tell y'all about the racks. That's one thing I wanted to say. Everybody was asking about the racks, and I was want to go ahead and get that out there. I like to build my own racks. Yeah, you can. There's plenty of places. We got some severe storms around here. It keeps popping up these tornado warnings on the side of it. But you can order racks. But every time I wanted to order a rack, I look at the price, and I look at the price I could spend at Lowe's and make it myself. And I look at the price again. I'm like, man, they come with heat tape and everything, and it's like $900. Man, I could. You know what I could do with $900? I could buy me a lot more leopard geckos and build me a rack for like $200-300. So yeah, I don't think I'll be. Yeah, I love them racks. I love the way they look, but it don't cost that much to build me a rack, and it'd be just as good as anybody else's rack, if not better. I know how to hold my heat in, so yeah, I'm not buying racks. Don't tell me you got a rack that you want to sell me because I'm not gonna buy your rack. I do. I love chicken incubators. I've have always used chicken incubators because they're cheaper. A lot of people say, "Man, I wouldn't use a chicken incubator for nothing in the world." Well, I tell you what, don't use a chicken incubator for nothing in the world. I don't care. I've always had great success on breeding leopard geckos and hatching my eggs. Another question. Let me see. Let me check. Let's see. Another question somebody asked me was, "What is my median in hatching leopard gecko eggs?" This is what I do. I buy the geodes. Okay, the geo containers. They hold 2, 4, 6, 8. They hold 8 eggs. I'll take that little black tray out. Okay, that you set your eggs in, and I'll mark on the side before I take that tray out. I'll mark on the side, that very bottom. I want to do a quarter of an inch from the bottom of where that egg's going to sit in that tray. A quarter of an inch. I'll pull that little container out. I'll pull that container out, and where I have marked it from a quarter of an inch, I'll come up at about an eighth of an inch with water, straight water, just straight water. I mean, you can use tap water from the sink, or you can use bottled water. I don't care what kind of water you use. Just use water. Put it up about eighth of an inch from that quarter line that you mark. I'll fill my egg tray up, okay, with the eggs, and I'll take and sit this down. Where I sit this down at, I'll mark on the side of my container where you'll see I got a little groove on that geo track where I'll mark on the side of that where that first groove is going to be. Well, my lid, I'll take my lid and I'll mark on the same thing on that lid. That way I know if that's going to be tangerine, white, and yellow eggs, that's what I'm going to write on that little top. And I write with a permanent marker. Okay, I don't use stickers. I write with a permanent marker. And at the end of breeding season, okay, because I'll have a container full of these things at the end of the gecko breeding season. I'll just take at the end of the season. I'll take what was it? I'll take like a paint thinner or something like that at the end of the season. I'll clean them all up and I'll just stack them up and let it air dry. Because you're through with them. You're not putting them back in there, and everything be fine. You can use denatured alcohol. I've used it, but I found out that's the best thing. That's what I do. So that's what I do. Let me see another question. Let's see. Somebody says that they got a max snow. They want to breed to a white and yellow. Is that possible? Yes. You can breed white and yellow to a max snow. Matter of fact, on this picture, I wanted to show y'all a picture of some strap. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get this thing up right here. There it is. Okay. Let me see if I can play this right here. Let's see if y'all can. Let me see if y'all can see these right here. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you're seeing this or not, but hopefully you're seeing the pictures. But anyway, these are some. That's my rack. You see, this is how I do my racks. That's the little white and yellow project. Paradox spot on the back. Snake eyes. Here's some different stuff that we breed. Like I said, I'll just let these. Like that's regular mealworms. That's a max snow. That's a stripe max snow. That's some of the baby leopard geckos that's hatching out. That's a white and yellow Max Snow. That's some tangerine stuff, white and yellows. Let's see here. I think that's all the pictures we have posted up here. But let me show you this rack if it go back to it. See, this is how I do my racks. Those are 6-quart containers. So, like I said, you can get. I think it's 7 that I get to the bottom. That's 2, 4. Yeah, it's 7 that I get to the bottom like that. So I'll take these little containers and I'll put them in there. They don't have lids on them, so that it's tight against the lid. You just want to be able to grab it and slide it. I mean, so easy, and it's better for cleaning them. Somebody was asking me like, do I buy my containers from LLL Reptile, which I love LL Reptile. I used to do a lot of business with them, but no, I don't buy my containers from them. I'll go to a dollar store or I'll go to Walmart. Whatever containers you buy, you want to buy a bunch of them. So that container will fit that rack that you build. Matter of fact, these containers right here that you see, I want to say they came from the Tifton, Georgia, the little dollar store over there. They think these things are $1 a piece. Man, I bought a bunch of these, and that's just for that certain rack. And then like I got Walmart containers. I think they was 98 cents a piece, maybe $1, but they got them now. You can get like 10 of them. They come with the lids and everything. They're banded. So I'll take and buy $10 worth, and I'll just throw them in my building. And then that'd be the containers to fit one rack, So let me see right here. Those, like, this is sitting on top of a table in the rack. Like when my rack starts getting full and I start having babies, this is how I was doing it at the beginning before I had to build a baby rack. So once I started building my baby racks, yeah, dude, crazy. Y'all check this out. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Who don't like that? I mean, that's wild. See, look at this. This is a Max Snow. Man, the colors on the adult when they get older, man, it's crazy. These are some of the mealworms. When I first started breeding, before I started breeding superworms, I was doing the mealworms, and this is a 3-rack. This is a little 3-rack shelf that you can get from Walmart. I think they're like $10-11. I'll take and do oatmeal all the way down them. The very bottom one, I got dartening beetles, mealworm dartening beetles, and I'll take and put them all in there. And dude, it ain't no time they start having eggs, and then the little mealworms, they'll turn into this. Once the mealworms turns into this, it starts cocooning. And there's one thing different about superworms. Once you have your superworms, if you got a bunch of superworms together, they're not going to do the little molting. They're not going to do it. But these, they don't care. If you can have 5,000 in there, and then the next day you come out, they're going to be cocooned already. Yeah, I call them little aliens. They're going to be little aliens everywhere. So, but I like mealworms. It's just like I prefer superworms, but we breed all of it. So, and here's some babies that y'all can see that I bred up. I got some white and yellow stuff in there, some tangerine stuff. Dude, there's a lot of different babies right there from a bunch of different breedings. But like I said, that's my rack. I love doing the racks like this. Here goes more babies spread out. You see the okay, at the very top of the picture to the left. See the baby in the very corner? I'll come one over. That's that Max Snow. Okay. That's the Max Snow. It looks like it's striped. Okay, that's got a lot of white and yellow in it. If you come over 4 over, that's a Max Snow with a cross down his back. See how tense that black is? I'm talking, it is super, super black. And then all the way to the far right, down one, right by the container, you see that pattern on that one, that little guy right there. That's a tangerine. I don't want to lie to you. I think that's a tangerine white and yellow project that we started working on. Well, I've probably been breeding it now for a while, and then dude, that pattern shows up on almost all of my babies, and it's crazy. Matter of fact, I think one of the first hatchings, or no, my first hatching this year was a Max Snow, I think. But the second one was one of them little guys hatched out. Awesome. If you look at the very bottom of the picture, at the very bottom of the picture on the left, that's another one. See, that's another tangerine that has hatched out like that. So, and dude, everybody loves this. Check that out. That is awesome. Um, that is crazy. I love that little guy right there. That was one of my top breeders. I love him. Matter of fact, a bunch of his babies done had the little paradox spots on them too. And then a bunch of people tell me, "Oh, you're not gonna have paradox spots, on all the leopard geckos from that hatching." I got a lot of paradox spots on a bunch of my geckos from him. And this is cool. You'll start seeing some babies this year from these. Kind of neat. Check that out. Look at that white and yellow. Man, that white and yellow is awesome. At first, when I first bought this, I bought this from a reptile breeder out of Savannah, Georgia, the top one. And they told me at first, when I first walked by the stand, they was like, "Oh, this is rainwater." I was like, "Well, I told you all I was looking for was a trimper. I'm sorry, I don't want him." So anyway, I had went back around and was going to buy some Pac-Man frogs or something, and I come back through, and the guy was like, "Hey, man, I made a mistake. This is trimper line." I was like, "Man, are you just saying this to make a sale? Come on, man. I said I'm gonna breed this thing, and I'll find out." And he's like, "No, I promise you." He said, "This is a trimper line." And he went to pulling papers out, showed me a folder, and I was like, "Man, he could be showing me anything," but took his word for it. So I bred them the first year. I bred it with a tangerine. No, I bred it with an albino trimmer to prove it out. Bam, proved out. So I actually bought some more stuff from this guy. So it turned out pretty cool. I liked it. Let me show you something else right here. Y'all check this one out. Dude, that is beautiful to me. I think this one wasn't but like 2, 3, maybe three or 4 weeks old, maybe a month old. Turned out pretty. I like it. Hey, if any of y'all have any questions, all you gotta do is message me. I try to answer a lot of questions that people was posting up. So everything turned out good today. I started liking doing this live, man, because if I ask questions now and then people are not on here, man, they watch the little video, they like and subscribe down here, and they hit the notifications so they can hit your little bell so you'll get more notifications. What's his name? Matter of fact, I got a message him back. Roy, Indiana, I think is where he's from. Dude, I mean, he sounded like a cool guy. He messaged me. He wants some geckos now. And matter of fact, I got to get him a list up, man. If you're listening to me, Roy, I hadn't forgot you, man. Yep. I hadn't forgot you. I'm gonna get you some stuff up. So, hey, man, I did see your pictures. Hey, them geckos look good, man. I remember when I was keeping my stuff in aquarium. Dude, the aquarium got so aggravating, man, for me to do, because next thing I know, I was having like 10 aquariums over here. I had 10 over here. I had 5 on the bottom, and I had my snakes over here. I was like, "Oh Jesus, man!" I went in there. I would go into the shop, and no lie, it'd be like this, man. I would go and say, "Baby, I'll be back in about 40 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and feed everything." Dude, no, you can't do it, man. By the time I get 5 aquariums cleaned to where I like them to be clean, so I ain't got to mess with them for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I would be looking and I was like, "Man, what time is it? Dang!" And then next thing I know, I went by the Rubbermaid containers. There's 6 quart. That's it, 6 quart. A lot of people that breed, that I know breed, they don't. This is all they do. They got a Rubbermaid container. They'll pop the lid off, pull the baby out, take everything out. They spray this thing down with water and denatured alcohol. I mean, water and what is it? Water and partial bleach. They'll wipe this thing out, man. Boom. They'll slap the gecko back in there, and they'll slap the water container in there and their food, close it up. They're ready to go. And I did. I ain't gonna lie, I tried it. Yeah, you're working on it to a rack, dude. I'm telling you, that's the way to go. But like I said, man, I love the 6 quart racks, 6 quart racks, 15 quart racks, and then the big ones that you can get from Walmart. I only have none out here. I'm sitting on my porch right now trying to do this live, but the big, what is it, 28 quart. That's why I was keeping ball pythons in. You take that 28 quart and then turn it long ways, and that's what I usually put 1 male and 3 females in. But I love them. I love the 28 quarts too. Roy, how many tubs you gonna do to your rack? What are you trying to do? Or how many leopard geckos you plan on getting this year? That should be the question. Because I know when I started, man, it was, dude, like I said, I was just gonna do it for fun, And then when they started breeding, and I was like, man, I wonder what's gonna be in this egg. And then I started hatching, and now I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, man, when I first got into it, I wasn't sure about the breeding part. I ordered 16 so far. Yeah, that's cool. They when I first started doing it, I wasn't doing it the correct way. Like, man, whatever bred, and I had me eggs, dude, I was excited, And then when I started getting into leopard geckos and started talking to people, they was like, man, what is it? I was like, what you mean, what is it? It's correction, 18. I got you. They was like, man, what is that? It looks like a trimper. I was like, trimper? Oh, what? No, man, I ain't got a trimper. And then the more I found out, the genes off the parents that I had was trimper albino. So, and then I was having albino trimpers. Man, when they come out, it was like a pinkish white. I was like, man, what is this? I done had something new. So then I was I ain't no telling how many times I had emailed Ron Trimper. Okay. The one day I had one, what is it called? Charmaine. It's like the leopard gecko come out, man, and half of it looked like a trimper. Okay. And the other side was nothing on it, all the way down his back. It was like one side was albino trimper, and it's like something happened to the color. It was like it just went to nothing. And man, I messaged Ron Trimper, and he was like, "Oh, that's just like maybe where a twin was in the egg," and he went telling me all kinds of stuff. But I was like, "No, man, I got something special." So, dude, I let that thing go for a pretty good bit of money, and I told the guy what happened, told him what the genes was. Just got 16 feet of heat tape. Wait on thermostat. What kind of thermostat you gonna use? In my building, since you talk about thermostat, in my building during the wintertime, everybody's different, but in the wintertime, I got an oil heater, and I'll keep the thermostat set to 70 degrees in that room. Now in my building, I got a big door, so as soon as I open my door, and Exoterra 600. Yeah, that's pretty good. As soon as I open that door, the heat, it'll kick on in there, but you can't tell it's kicked on because it's an oil heater. So it's a radiant, it radiates the heat. But I can go in there, and then within 20 minutes of cleaning racks and messing with my leopard geckos or feeding them, I got a lot of them I feed by hand, and I got a lot of I feed by tongs, And then like right now with the males, I got some that won't even eat. You could throw everything you want in there. They won't eat unless you feed it to them. It's just the way they are. But I'm talking about the Duber Roach can run by this guy, and he look at it like, what? I'm not going to eat that. You can pick it up with a tongue and put it in front of his face. Boom. He'll nail it. And I love them. I could sit there and feed them every day. I mean, if every one of them didn't eat, but they ate with tongs, hey, that's cool with me. That's just more time I get to mess with. So, but like I said, I'm a leopard gecko guy. That's what I like doing. I just called and talked to Justin out of Sour Lake, Texas, man. Everybody's been asking me, hey, do you do hognose snakes? And I was like, no, man, but I got a buddy, Justin, just 13 reptiles. Make sure I'm telling you that right. Yeah, 13reptiles.com. His name's Justin. Cool guy, man. I love him to death. But he's got yeah, me too, man. And it's gonna get worse, sir. I promise you. But yeah, he's got some hognose snakes, man, and he's got reds. He's got. Let me see. I might be able to show you on my phone right here. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about ordering some now. Let's see, make sure I don't cut this off right here. Let me see if I can show you all these things, man. They sick, man. God, they sick. What else I got about? Let me see. I know I deleted off here. Yeah, right here. I'm probably gonna get a couple of these. I'm fixing to get some adults, I guess, from him, but I gotta show y'all these. Check these snows out. Let's see if I can show y'all this. Dude, y'all might not be able to see it. Let me turn the light down. Let me see. I want y'all to be able to see it anyway. Can y'all see that? A little bit? Yeah, okay. Anyway, them Bonner ones right there are different, but see the snows in there? That's snow hognose. Dude, I'm talking, man, they sick, man. And check these out. Look at these albinos right here. Check, you see that? Man, they are, wow. Anyway, dude, he's got some good prices. I don't know what y'all's price would be compared to my price because I've been dealing with him for a while, so I'm not gonna say no price over the internet right here. But I can get a male and female, a decent price, adult. So, I mean, they're nice, man. These, I don't know if I can show y'all these. See that guy? That's a male. Let's see if I can show you the big female. I'm trying not to I don't want to put his information out there, but let's see. See that big female? Anyway, what y'all think about some hognose snakes, man? Are y'all just into leopard geckos, or y'all want to play around with some different stuff? I don't know what you doing, Roy. You just you into the leopard geckos, man, or you want to get into something different too? Like I said, man, I love all kinds of reptiles. Dude, the iguanas. I got some big iguanas. I got the green iguanas, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I ordered them from New Jersey. Why did I do that? I don't know. Florida's right at my door. Florida's right there. Anyway, I think it was a drop shipping thing they had, but I found them. That they was like adult iguanas, man. $45 for 5 foot, 6 foot ones. I was like, what? Send me 6. So the guy called me. He's from New Jersey. He had an accent. He was like, man, what you want? And I told him, I said, man, I'd like to have 5 or 6 of them. He said, well, male or female, doesn't matter. I said, no, man, send me one big male and send me the rest of them females. And he did. But dude, let me tell you, my wife opened the box up. This was last year. My wife opened the box up, man. Dude, they had them in a bag, a reptile bag. I'm not even gonna say no name because, man, I was so peed off at this dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie. They sent me some iguanas that wasn't healthy at all. You can look at them and tell they was sick. So, but anyway, you take the good with the bad, however you want to do it. Yeah, I cussed them out, whatever. This is YouTube, but anyway, I can't tell you what I said. But dude, when my wife opened the bag or the box up, and then the iguana was in the bag, curled all up in this big. The bag was this big. She called me at work. She said, "Oh my God, you got to come home right now." And I was like, "What the heck is going on?" She's like, "You got eggs all in a bag." I was like, "Dude, what?" And I was like, "Man, you serious?" So, dude, I ran, jumped in the truck, got all the way home. Man, there's eggs everywhere. You could tell that she'd done been stressed out. They shipped her while she was pregnant. Fools. Anyway, they're just about the dollar. They just about the money. Anyway, they shipped the iguana, and then there was eggs all in her. So she stress caused her to have them early. Well, anyway, there was like 8 or 9 eggs in there that was good. Okay, that looked good to me. Well, I hurried up, man, and had to look all this stuff up. I never hatched no iguana eggs, so I was running around crazy. Finally got the dang the container set up for the iguana eggs. and I think it was 9 of them that was good. There was a bunch of bad ones, but I took the 9 that I thought was perfect, put them in there, and slowly, like the day later, one went bad. The day after that, another one went bad. 2 days later. So anyway, the bottom of the story is I had 2 eggs that looked real good. Okay, looked like it was gonna hatch. Dude, I hatched 2 iguanas for the first time in my life. Well, matter of fact, a guy that I thought was pretty cool here, Tim. Can't even think of this guy's last name. I tell you, my wife, I know his last name because she's ticked off at him. Anyway, he worked supposed to be on the pipeline or something. Anyway, I charged him $40, man, because I just at the time I couldn't take care of the little baby iguanas because I had all the big ones. I ain't had nowhere to put them. I sold him both of these iguanas for $40. Man, it has been like 6-7 months ago. Dude ain't paying me $40. Are you? I mean, you're not gonna be cool over $40? I got you. Try to buy something else from me. But you know, the wife had a bad dream about snakes. She won't let me. I have several boas and Burmese. I've had several boas. Oh, dude, I got some pictures I have to show you. Like I said, I'm from Fitzgerald, Georgia. The Humane Society knows us real good, and if somebody's got like a snake or something they got that they can't handle, they'll call us and we'll get it. But probably about 3 years ago, man, I'll tell you a story real quick. About 3 years ago, my buddy from Humane Society called me. He's like, dude, can you handle some snakes? I was like, yeah, what's up? So he's like, you ain't gonna believe this, dude. He said, we went in a house. The dude hauled to Tennessee. I know him. I don't know him good, but I know him and I don't like him. But anyway, he went to Tennessee, man, and left all his animals there to die. Okay. One red-tailed boa, huge, man. He was dead when they went in the house. They thought a dead person was there. They called the cops because they thought that's how they found him. The cops had to come because they thought that there was a dead person in his house. But when they got in there to find out, it was a red-tailed boa that had died in the aquarium. Well, the dude had like a 4 foot by 4 foot box with screen on the top. Well, my buddy at Humane Society, ain't gonna say no names, he looked in there and was like, God, man, we call him TJ. So they called me, man. This Burmese python was like 12 foot long, albino, beautiful. So we got her, man. We rescued her, we fed her. But I think we got her, a red-tailed boa, something else. I think dude had a spider. Man, I don't like tarantulas. Do you hear me? I don't even like a spider. I will about break my neck for a spider. Just don't do them. I don't know what it is. It's the legs, man. But anyway, we got them, man. We kept it. We probably kept her for, I don't know, 7-8 months. She was just a big snake. And I had a buddy that stayed up around Atlanta. He breeds retics in his basement. Man, dude called me and said, hey, man, I'll meet you halfway. I was like, what's halfway? Well, we figured it up. I met him in Macon. Late. I'm talking, it was late at night, man. I was thinking I was going to get robbed, So anyway, my wife was like, I don't know about you going. I was like, man, I traded for a Savannah monitor. Big dude. He was a big one. Anyway, I traded him the Burmese python and gave him the red-tailed boa, just because he did that stuff. Well, man, he was like, hey, man, I want to show you something in my trunk. I was like, what? I don't want to see nothing in your trunk. May hit me in my head or something, put me in his car. Well, anyway, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. There was 2 body bags in the back of his car. And I was like, what? He said, check this out, dude. And, man, he unzipped this thing. And it was bulging out. He unzipped it about this much. And you could see it was like a purple retic. Oh, my God. And me being a snake person, man, I was like, oh, my God, we got to take him out. I got to hold him. He said, man, I can't let you do it, man. He said, they're breeding. He said, I got a male in this one and a female in this one. He said, I'm taking them to Florida. And I was like, dude, that is crazy. And I said, man, just open it up. Let me see his head. He said, I can't, man, because this can get out. It's going to be hard to get back in there. And I never about begged that dude. I was like, man, please. But he was moving in that bag. I'm talking, dude, he was every bit of this big. And I was like, Jesus. And he offered me to go up there and check him out at his house and stuff. But matter of fact, man, if you listening to me and you know that I swapped you that Savannah monitor for that Burmese python, that red-tailed boa, if you know who I am, man, message me. Because, like I said, I done lost your number because it's been a couple years. But, dude, I would love to meet up with you and be able to go see them retics, because dude, I'm crazy about stuff like that. And dude, he has some big snakes, man. And I mean, me and him got along good. I talked to him several times on the phone. But anyway, man, I think I'm probably supposed to get off here because I've been on here forever. It seems like. Um, but next time I get on here, Roy, I'll have some pictures, man, of some babies. Oh, hey, man, what are you wanting? Baby leopard geckos? You want you want juveniles, adults? What are you looking for? You may have sent that in that message, man. I just ain't quite read it. Back to Facebook. Need your opinion on my Leos. Okay, that's what's up. I will. Hey, while you're here, man, are you wanting baby leopard geckos or you want adults? Or are you really not sure what you want to get yet? Try to get this table situated right here, man. Oh man. Not sure. Depends on price. Oh, hey man, the price will be right. I promise you. I'll hook you up. Matter of fact, I think I'm fixing to do a how am I do this? I'm gonna do a giveaway. Um, I was gonna do it after I reached so many subscribers, but man, I think I'm gonna do it earlier than that. Um, I got some babies coming out now. I got some sub adults. I got some adults. I think I'm gonna come up with the rules to the contest. Yeah, I've got a lot of reptiles. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about getting my venomous license. It's something I've been thinking about. Dude, I want a cobra because of Chandler and Tyler Nolan. You know, I follow their page. Like Tyler Nolan posts up something, dude, I done watched it. You know, by the time he posts it, I watched the thing already. Chandler, like I love Chandler, you know, and I will. I'm gonna meet them guys. They don't know it yet, but you know, I'm just now getting into the big YouTube thing. I'm going to meet these guys after all this virus and stuff gets situated. And hopefully I have surgery on my neck, man. I've been hurt at work. That's why I started doing the little YouTube things, but I haven't worked since October 2nd. So, and dude, I don't know if everybody's been hurt before, but dude, that sucks. You hear me? Like I can't pick up heavy weight stuff. You know, I can't drive. You know, my wife had to drive me everywhere. My boys, man, it sucks, man. And you steadily in pain all the time. I'm not, dude. I don't eat pain pills, so that's not me. So I'm in pain a lot because I don't do it. So, but everybody's like, man, you be in pain, you take one. Man, I just don't want to take them and be addicted to them. So I'd rather not take them. So, but anyway, enough on that. Camera looks good too. Good. Hey, yeah, man, I just bought I agree, absolutely not spider, dude. I hate spiders. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, this right here is my Dell laptop live. Okay, and the first one I did was my phone. See, YouTube messaged me and said that for me to have so many subscribers before I can go live on my phone onto the YouTube. So, which I didn't break no rules, but I downloaded Streamlabs. Streamlabs. I think. Let me tell you real quick because the people might want to know it if they do the same thing. Streamlabs. Let's see. Check that out. Let's see if I can show you. It's the one to y'all's left right there. Anyway, it's called Streamlabs, and it lets you stream to YouTube. You know, like you log into your YouTube account from there. It's safe. Trust me. You log into your YouTube account. You click live, and then you pick all these boxes out. Which on there, man, they got like, you know, I do a lot of I feed leopard geckos and stuff and show people, but on there they got a thing like, just say for instance you're on here and somebody want to donate just to your cause. Well, on that little YouTube thing, man, I was on there and it's like $2. I was like, what is that? You know, what's $2? And a dude had donated $2 to me. I was like, that's what's up, you know. And then next thing I know, because that guy did it, this person did it. It was like $5, and then it was like 10. Then another 5. I was like, man, dude, how do I get that? You know, how do I know that's my money? Anyway, they donate it to you, and then you have a choice to pull it off onto PayPal or a couple other options on there, which I do PayPal. So, and they just donated to my cause. and I didn't even know they could do that. So that was kind of, hey, dude, that was cool, thank you. But yeah, man, I just bought a brand new camera. It's a Canon. I picked it up at Walmart. It was like $200, I think. And then the stand, dude, it's got a tripod stand. It goes like, it's over me. I think it's like 6'3", something like that. I'm 6'1". And it goes way up here. Anyway, the camera does recording, takes awesome photos. Dude, I could be here at the house and I could zoom down way. My barn, my shop's way up at the road. I could zoom way down there, man, and into the shop with a camera. So yeah, it takes some good. They say apple cider vinegar helps with inflammation. Yep. I've heard that one too. They have put me on like a regular ibuprofen that you could buy, and they say it was helping with inflammation. But what they said that they was helping. When I go do the MRIs and stuff, man, they was like, "No, you're not taking enough of them things." Like, how many you got to take to be able to help? But I had a myelogram done, and then that's where they found out about my 5 and 6 in my neck. So I'm hoping, man, a couple more. Matter of fact, I got to do another MRI, and then I got to have a nerve test done. So, dude, I don't know what they're going to do. I just hope they don't keep prolonging it out before they do the surgery, because man, it sucks not being able to work. And it's workman's comp. I will tell you this: they've been paying me good. But like, you have to jump through hurdles. You have to jump through hurdles, man, to be able to get your stuff done. It's aggravating. But it was just that somebody asked me before, I forgot. They asked me, how did I get hurt? I'm a welder. I'm a full-time welder, and I was at my work, and I was in the back working on a land plow. It's like 50 foot long. One of the guys, I'll say the name. One of the guys stood a blade up. They went to rattling up bolts, and I was going to help them. And like I said, this is them telling me what happened. I don't remember nothing. I got on my knees, man. They said I was opening up bags of bolts, was going to help them up. And when I handed them the bolt, the vibration caused this big blade to slide down and hit me in the back of the head. Well, from what the doctor said, it hit me in the back of the head, pushed my head back like this right here, and my neck went forward and pushed some of the disc into my spinal cord, and it caused it to whiplash. Well, paralyzed me. I was paralyzed, man. They had to rush me by helicopter to Macon, which is Navicent Hospital. They took care of me now. But I laid on that table, and that guy said, "You're paralyzed from your neck down." Dude, I just went to praying. I said, "God, please help me." I'm not gonna lie. At one time I gave up. I was like, I do not want to be able to survive if I can't move nothing from my neck down. I'd rather you take me right now. And then probably about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, hour, something like that, I just started feeling like I was all on fire. Dude, here I am now. I'm walking around and I'm in pain, but hopefully they get the surgery done. I'll be able to move and get some stuff done right. But yeah, Roy, man, I'll get with you, man, and I'll take some pictures. Yeah, that's scary. That's scary, dude. I ain't gonna say a lie to you. It's scary. It's scary going through the stuff I go through now, but sometimes, man, I could be just sitting here and like my arm will get a shock down it. These 2 fingers on the right side, man, they go numb. I don't know. They're gonna get me right. I hope. I pray. But Roy, I'm gonna send you some pictures, man, of some different stuff. But I know I won't send you nothing until we find out about this drawing. I'm fixing to do the rules tonight. I'll make the rules. I'll come up with something so somebody can win something. But since this main thing was my leopard geckos, so I'm gonna give away a leopard gecko. I just got to figure out which one we'll give away. I wanted to have a cool couple of genes in it, so somebody can win something that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then what I want to happen is I want them to film getting the box off the the FedEx truck, because it's got to be next day. I want them to film getting the box, and I want them to be like, I got this leopard gecko from TJ Fussell from Fitzgerald, Georgia, and I want them to go up to the FedEx truck. I want them to get the box, and then when they get the box, I want them to take it inside the house. I want to open it up, alive, open it up, and I want them to be able to see their expression on their face when they see this leopard gecko. Because I'm not going to tell you what you have won. I'm not going to tell you the genes of your leopard gecko. I want you to open it up, and I want want you to be able to read the genes and everything that's in it after you open it up. I think that'd be cool, man. Because I know that if somebody done me like that and sent me something, dude, I would be super stoked. I mean, it can be a max snow as if I got it for free, but I promise you it will not be a max snow. It's gonna be something awesome. But sounds good. I'm pumped. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. I'm telling you. But like I said, man, if everybody likes and subscribes to my videos, man, everything will be so much fun. I'm telling you. But hey, man, y'all have a good one. It is storming here, so dude, I'm surprised. This Wi-Fi hat went off like 10 times, so it's still showing me live, and I'm still talking to Roy, so I know we good. But I could definitely talk all night, man, about some leopard geckos and stuff. But I got to go do some other stuff. So hey, man, I love y'all, YouTube. Y'all have a good one and be safe. And I hope y'all are having a good one. I hope y'all having a good year. I hope everybody's hatching something out. I want to see pictures, videos, man. Let's do it. If Georgia Tat at yahoo.com. I got another account. I can't remember it right off the top of my head, but all you gotta do is go to my YouTube channel, post pictures in the bottom of some of the comments and stuff, and I will start sharing your photos. Roy, if I would have thought about it, brother, I would have posted some of your stuff up, but I wasn't sure if you wanted me to or not. So if you do, let me know, man. Send me some good ones and I'll post them up. But other than that, brother, y'all have a good one. God bless y'all.